Okay, guys, got the camera set up. So today's a little different, and I wanted to show you an unboxing video. I've never done one because I've never gotten a box. But in any event, I did get today a box from a subscriber. His name is Ferrell. Cut out his name, cut out his address and whatnot, and it was a gift. Ferrell is a subscriber, and he had a question. He wanted to hook up a big 35 kilowatt generator without using a transfer switch in his house. He wanted to be able to go outside, basically turn it on manually, then go inside with a manual transfer switch and just flip it over manually. I can't say exactly why. I think part of it was he just felt he didn't need an automatic transfer switch, and part of it is just he felt that this is just more reliable. He's home a lot. It's not a question, and it's easy just to go outside, turn it on, and flip up a manual transfer switch with just a throw switch. So that's fine. So I did some tests, and basically I ran my generator on manual, and I test whether the power comes out. And basically in manual mode, I confirmed that the generator runs as it always would run. So in other words, the more load that gets put on the generator, it just compensates for that load, and it just puts out more amperage. Okay, so basically you can use the generator as a manual generator just by turning it on manually, and then once you connect it, the load it'll take care of itself automatically. So he was very happy. He did that, had a lot of success, and he also saw my next video, which you should watch if you haven't seen it already, was some of the troubleshooting I had with the Briggs 35 kilowatt generator. And in that video, the problem was the generator was running rough. And when you're in a situation like that, it would really help to have a computer that you can plug in with a CAN bus. I mean, those generators has a CAN bus, which is basically a computer that can communicate. It keeps tabs of sensors, and it keeps tabs of what's going on, and then you can output that to what's called CAN bus on a laptop, and you can read all of the information of the diagnostic information of how the generator is running, much like in your car, where you could just buy a $45 device and plug it in and get all that information. Of course, it's more complicated in the generator. My guess is because there's no right to repair like you have a car. It's not the same thing. It's a car. They've made it. They're all standard. In the generator, as if you recall, look at my installation video. And at that time, I didn't even know what it was. But there's a triangular. It's a three-pronged connector with wires. I didn't know what it is or what it was, and one of the subscribers said, "Oh, that's for the CAN bus reader. You plug it in." Now, why do they use a triangular one? Why don't they use one like you have in a car or something that's not proprietary? Well, that's for you to decide. But it just makes things more difficult, and I don't see why. So in any event, Ferrell saw that video, and in that video, because I didn't have the CAN bus, I just started throwing parts at it, and I assumed if it wasn't working right, there were two sensors. One is in the exhaust, which monitors the oxygen, and if it's too much oxygen, it's too lean, and that sensor has to get heated up to run well, and sometimes it malfunctions, and that's actually exactly what I believe was wrong, and that's what I replaced in that video, and it started running right. I also replaced the spark plugs, but that I don't think that just made it run maybe slightly better. There's also a second sensor which I would have had to get to if this didn't take care of the problem. There's a sensor in the intake which monitors how much air is going in. So it needs to know how much air is going in, and then the second sensor says how much oxygen is after the gasoline gets in the exhaust, after the burning, and it compares it all, and with the computer it tries to keep it right so your generator run at like 1800 RPM exactly. It's not perfect, but it tries to stay there. So in any event, if you don't have a CAN bus reader, you just start throwing parts at it, change sensors and things. But obviously, if you're a pro or if you're a technician, You just get the CAN bus thing and you plug it in. You can see it'll say sensor bad. I mean, that's much easier. You don't have to waste money, waste time, waste parts. Just get it done. And it tells you a lot of things, the CAN bus sensor. But in any event, so getting back to what he got, I just wanted to, I'll give you a close-up, and we'll get right into it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so here is, ta-da! Okay, so this is the cable that you need. Basically, this Ferrell is a genius, or an electrical engineer, or both. It's amazing. I really don't even know what to say. So basically, this is what he did. This connects into the generator. This is the triangular 3-pin device that connects to the generator. Okay, and then he has it wired to a serial port, right? Looks like you'd plug an Atari 2600 there. Okay, in any event, plug it into the Atari. But so this device, which I'll give you a look at it. Da-da-da-da. Tested. Look at that. It's tested. Jacob, so nice. I mean, I'll tell you something. This is such a beautiful thing. I mean, it's commercial, basically. Look how nice the quality is. I couldn't ask for anything nicer. I really have to tell you, I think he should sell these. Sell them on eBay, because this is the problem. This is the proprietary piece that you don't have. Once you have this, then you need, you would plug this side into, like, I think it's called an IFAK, or there's another brand, I'm trying to remember. And basically those are CAN bus readers. That costs, it's like a little, like a very small computer, and it costs about $300. And that plugs, that will have a serial port on one side, I think that's what it is, and the other side will have a USB to hook into your laptop. Once you hook that into your laptop, then you just add the software, which is free, and that software will communicate, and you'll be able to get readings from the generator. But this is the proprietary piece, pretty much. This is what you need to plug into the IFAK controller. I'll put some information in the text if you're interested in knowing. There are two of them. I think Ferrell said he prefers one over the other. And wow, this is professional, tested. This he should sell on eBay. Way to go. I just want you to know, even if I never use it or never have to use it, I'm just going to keep this and appreciate it, because I just think it's like this was like a labor of love, and it's just so appreciated by me. I really, I don't know what to say, Ferrell. Thank you so much. And I don't know, he's got something else here. Wow. I wish I was an electrical engineer and I could actually understand this thing. Okay, so let me see what he's got. So he says, he gives you instructions of how to read the computer without having to turn on the generator. Who knew? Switch controller to auto, then hold down manual override. I'll hit manual and set exercise simultaneously. It may take a few times for timing, but LOC minus will display. Now there's no need to run the engine for Spectrum 4 to connect, which will retrieve the DTCs and no start errors. In other words, so it doesn't start, you get the errors and it tells you why. ECM 2 labels, IMCO, GM label. Okay. Oh, okay. ECM, MEFI part, Briggs and Stratton number. Now I put a lot of numbers on my original installation menu installation video. If you watch a video, in the text, I put in like as many parts as I could. I had reached someone at IMCO, and they gave me all the part numbers for GM part numbers. You don't have to buy them from Briggs and Stratton and overpay for them. Okay. Then he's got this. He may have taken this from my original video about the solenoid cap, the rotor, the vortex ignition control module. Oh wait, there's more to it. Okay, and then he has over here, just to give you an oversight of this thing. Hold on. What the heck? This is a genius. But this gives you a good idea of how it works. So if there's a problem and you're looking for a fuse, like the power relay fuse, starter solenoid, relay starter, it shows you where to look, and you could follow the wiring. This is a wiring diagram, and it'll show you how it, where you should look for a short or a fuse that's blown. All three relays above. Songchuan, I don't know, they got the number. Huh, so interesting. And then here he's got the Bosch sensor that I replaced. He has the part number. I did find the part number. I read it off Bosch. It looks right to me. Unbelievable. He's got the whole thing here. Coolant temperature sensor. So the sensors for everything. So the generator is really keeping track of a lot of this, and is going to throw fault codes if something's not in spec. So it's just good to know, and that's why it's really invaluable having an IFAK reader, having the software. It just will make it so much easier. But again, look at this. Way to go, Ferrell. I really don't even know what to say. So, let's put that down. Oh, this is just beautiful. I'm just going to keep this. I don't even know what to say. When someone puts so much care into something, you just have to just appreciate it. It's really special. Okay, so what is the purpose of this video? Is the purpose of this video to make you feel guilty that I need an IFAK reader and you can mail one to my home? No, that's not it. Actually, really, I just wanted to thank Ferrell for this. It just shows you what people in this country could do. It's really amazing. See, if politicians didn't bother everyone, just left you alone, look what people could do here. But in any event, so this is just a video also on why the appropriate diagnostic tools would have made my job so much easier. But in any event, it just, so now you see the two different directions. You see the one direction of, if you don't have the reader, how you can go about things, which parts to replace, just to think by thinking about it. And the other is this other possibility of having a reader, just plugging it in and getting the information. So again, I just wanted to show you, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. You're really the greatest. And I appreciate Ferrell. Thank you for this wonderful gift. And take care, be well, and be safe. Thanks. Bye-bye.